Each year, as his sons were growing up, there are my two uncles, and my father behind them. Each year, he would march them out of the house, line them up in front of the camera, and say, "Turn, now." And they would turn, and turn.
Last year I met Tanya, and we became the kind of friends that most friends are, acquaintances. She knew she had AIDS and would die soon, but facing death gave her more strength to live. She had no place to leave her girls and wanted to find them a good home. Tanya also wanted to start an organization to help parents like herself die in peace.
I want to live in a world without hatred, where a child can play in their own neighborhood, where fists of fear don't fly, where knives of envy can't kill.
His leathery skin and calloused hands are evidence of the demanding nature of his work.
What can we say about our grandmothers? That they were nice to us?
13 mouths sagged open, and 13 heads tilted up, following its gentle ascension. And then, once again...
This country, big enough to contain its own exiles.
I came to the States in 1969 from Iraq, just at the end of...
I was placed in the home of two wonderful people.
Make informed choices. Your choices are your future.
The Center for Digital Storytelling has spent the last 16 years exploring the potential of new media as a tool for social change. Developing a workshop model based on Dana Ashley's seminal performance work, Next Exit, founder Joe Lambert and his collaborators have now traveled the world training others to use their methods to make powerful short films. For those who have experienced a CDS workshop, what is shared is much more than technical training, much more than the creation of a media product. CDS's principal goal is to have participants transform their lives through the storytelling process.
In specifically working with American and Alaska Native, when I talk about digital storytelling, they get it. They want it. They want it now. They want to have that voice that has been, I don't know if it's been taken away or in all 500 years of contact. You know, I always say if you don't have a relative in CNN or ABC, CBS, you know, your voice isn't out there. And so this whole process, as Joe's mentioned, has democratized the media, and it allows us as Native people to have that voice back in the world through the internet, through digital storytelling.
And what we hear consistently from people is, I don't really want to hear it from a white chick, or don't have someone who's not in my world come and tell me what my world should be like or change. But what I would listen to is if there's someone like me who tells me the story in real form, authentically. And the first time I took a digital storytelling workshop, I saw not only for myself and my personal connection to it, which was intense and good for me, but also what I could take back to my work world and promote that would make me feel good as a public health practitioner.
I was really moved by how intimate the group was right from the start, so it created a space where I felt safe, I guess, to explore things that I had been reluctant to explore before in terms of content. But also, I think, on another level, just thinking about the multimedia and that piece of what digital storytelling is, I hadn't really considered as part of my work before. I mean, I'd seen some multimedia work from creative artists that I thought, wow, that's cool, but I would never know how to do that. So learning that I could do that and learning the technology and kind of walking away after 3 days going, wow, this is really exciting, because suddenly I had a way to incorporate elements that I'd never even really considered before as an artist or in terms of creativity.
When somebody's in the middle of making a movie, they're going into their story in the workshop right this minute. 10 minutes ago, somebody walked out, because it's not like talking about it. It's like going into it. It's like immersing yourself back into the trauma. I'm a student of E.P. Thompson, the English historian, who wrote a lot about movements. And his argument is movements have these kind of 7-year arcs, in which the idea catches fire and kind of moves into a part of the culture, and then it's accepted in a sense by the culture. And at the moment that it's truly accepted, it's not revolutionary. Once YouTube became a billion-dollar company, game over, we won. We believe that was a real paradigm shift in terms of the sense of power and the distribution of idea in culture. Having said that, we've got another bunch of work to do in order to inject meaning into life process. We live in a culture where our consumption is killing us. Our consumption of everything is killing us. And we need a way, frankly, to break through that. So this is where I think we're part of the slow food movement. I think we're part of the do-it-yourself movement. I think we're part of a bunch of movements, including sitting here at a community-supported agriculture, in which we're reclaiming our right to produce what we are as people from every aspect of our lives, and somehow reclaim that sense of ownership of our life process.
CDS began work with the New Media Consortium in 1996, and our decade-long collaboration has changed both organizations fundamentally. We are pleased to accept this award, but more pleased to know that our work continues to grow in the NMC community. We look forward to working with all of you in finding ways to celebrate story and build a healthy, democratic society.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank Joe and the Center for Digital Storytelling for all they've done for me and my students in putting our stories together in a thank you.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is serious work. So you've been teaching. You can tell I could do this all.